And welcome back to the Entertainology Podcast. I am your host, Gabe. And I'm here with my co-host, Paulo D. Brother, how you doing, brother?
So, brother, you know, just chilling.
Oh, you just chilling?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Nice. Well, without further ado, we have a very special guest here. It is the legend, Alejandra. How you doing?
I'm all right. You?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Okay.
Yes. We're glad to have the master of Star Wars movies here.
Oh, thank you.
In the studio tonight. Yeah, absolutely. You know your stuff.
Yeah, I do.
We'll bet.
That's very good.
Less.
It's going to be a good podcast tonight, people.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we're continuing our Star Wars series. You know, we've already done, episodes 1, 2, 3, and we did Solo. But now we're going to do Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty interesting, huh? That's very interesting. Well, perhaps maybe you haven't seen the movie in a while. And, perhaps, I don't know how long it's been. Maybe the last time you saw it was in the theater. But my boy and my brother over here is going to hook you up with a quick little plot summary. So you can kind of remember a little bit maybe of what it's all about.
Sure will.
All right.
Alrighty. So in a time of conflict, a group of unlikely heroes band together on a mission to steal the plans to the Death Star, the Emperor's ultimate weapon of destruction. Oh boy.
Wow. Okay. So it's the beginning of the Death Star. I mean, if you remember, of course, episode 3 at the end they were constructing it, but in this movie it's practically working. Right?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Well, I think maybe it's not up to to planet destruction yet. Can it destroy planets already?
Well, I mean, you get to see them test it, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, that's right.
Right.
You do see him test it. Yeah, that's true. Well, let's see. Where do we start here? You guys want to start with how about the actors in this movie? Let's kind of just. I really just enjoy the acting in this movie, like from Diego Luna, from Mrs. Jones, Alan, the robot. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed all of the actors in this movie, especially Diego. Like, he did an incredible job as Cassian.
Yeah, he really did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, out of all the Star Wars movies, this definitely has, like, the best acting I've ever seen. Just because, like, in all, like, the other Star Wars movies, it's more, like, specifically for kids. But, like, this movie, you can tell, like, they had, like, real raw acting in it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This movie made me realize that Star Wars isn't just for kids anymore. It's for adults as well. You know? Did you have the same feelings maybe when you were
actors?
watching?
When I seen this, the only person I knew was Diego Luna.
Oh.
And maybe, I guess, this guy here that played Saw.
Oh.
Felicity was in The Amazing Spider-Man. She was, like, in the second one.
Really?
Yeah, she played Jen.
Jen.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Was
ring a
that
bell.
her?
Well, no, like the character in the Star Wars, that's her name, Jen. But in the Star Wars, in the Spider-Man movie, she plays Felicity. Black Cat, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I never seen her.
Okay.
Yeah, I only know Diego Luna from Narcos Mexico. That's why.
Yeah, he's a famous Mexican actor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very famous, very popular. And you know what? After Rogue One was made, Disney said, you know what? We can't let him go. We're going to give him his own TV show.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andor.
I'm still currently watching it, but
So am I. I haven't finished it
I
yet.
haven't finished it yet.
I haven't seen it yet.
I think it's a little slow to start, but maybe towards the end it's going to be amazing because that's what everyone hear. That's what I hear a lot.
Yeah,
Everyone
I was just about to say that. Everybody like says how good it is and how you have to be patient.
Exactly. So I'm going to give it a chance. So yeah, and I'm sure you will too, right?
I will. Yeah.
Everyone's talking about it. But as a character, Andor, what was that, producer? What did you say anything back
said
then?
I'm not.
I think he's seen. Oh, you're not. Oh, I thought you said you've seen it.
Oh my
No,
gosh!
I'm just kidding. I will.
Okay, good. I'm glad. And so he really stole the show here. What's so funny? Okay, I mean, Diego really stole the show here for me. I think I really enjoyed his character in this movie, and I'm kind of glad that I get to see the expansion of him in the TV show.
Yep.
What do you guys like about? What do you guys think about the robot? like the big, tall robot.
K2.
Yeah, K2SO.
I thought it was pretty funny, but like if I'm being honest, sometimes he got on my nerves.
Oh my gosh! Oh,
And I love droids. Don't get me wrong. Like I love them. I think they're really funny. But this one kind of was just like just talking smack the whole entire
Really?
time.
I think he was trying to be hilarious,
I was like, dude, calm down.
but
I like the smack talk. But
Well, I mean, only if
course
it's like
you
done
do.
appropriately.
okay, all right.
Like there has to be like a good balance because like sometimes I can just get like annoying. Like R2, like he's really funny, or like
yeah.
Chopper, like they're really funny droids and
Okay.
like really like snippy. But like this one was just like really annoying. I was kind of happy when he got blasted. Not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh! Oh,
speak the truth.
That's
right. Wow.
Oh, man.
You know, I cried a little.
I mean, it was sad, but I
It
mean,
was
like
sad,
It was
man.
sad. Yeah, it was sad for me.
You know, he sacrificed himself.
He did. He
Yep.
did sacrifice himself.
that is true.
How do all the androids do that? Droids do
droids?
that?
Droids.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Androids. No.
Yeah,
All the robots in Star Wars just make me cry.
Really?
yeah. And the astromechs go through a lot, especially R2.
Yeah.
R2D2. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For me, I really did enjoy this robot, and I hope that he comes out in the TV show at some point. So, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I really
That
do
is
hope
true.
so. Because how the heck did they meet in the first place? You know what I'm saying?
That
I
is true.
I know he's he was once Imperial, but now he's turned good. So it's kind of interesting to kind of see that transition. But it seems like they're best buds. So it's interesting. And I like
Yep.
how, Joan's character, what's her name?
Jin.
Jen, thank you. Jen Erso, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jen, she kind of tries to kind of butt her way in between. I feel like she's kind of butting her way in between, Andor a little bit.
What do you mean?
Like the robot in Andor.
Their relationship, you
Uh-huh.
mean?
Yeah.
Like she's like ruining their dynamic?
Not really, but she's just kind of like trying to make space for herself. Because you
Yeah,
know how
I-
the
yeah.
robot and
She wants to
Andor
be
are so
included
tight.
in the
Yeah. She wants to be included like
Yeah.
in the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, but all the characters kind of feel like that though. Like they're all like kind of like are like forced to like all like be friends with each other. Like you don't really get to see
Right.
like an actual like relationship between them.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Interesting.
It's like the guy with the the blind guy. I thought he was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, he was good too.
Yeah.
The
I
force
mean,
is, what was he saying?
The
The force
Force.
is with me. I'm one with the force, or
Yeah,
something
that-
like that.
The Force is with me, and I am one with the Force.
Yeah.
The Force is with me. Yep. And I am one with the Force. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's right. That's what he says. And I, when you first meet him, he's with, I think that's when you kind of see, he kind of senses something in Jin. That's why they had that first conversation. And later on, he is kicking butt with the stormtroopers, which was an incredible scene, I think. Yeah.
The fighting? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
because it was like this, just slow, and then we get some action.
Yeah.
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 So
And yeah, I do have to admit it is slow. Like the first hour is pretty much.
Yeah, but
pretty
like at
slow.
the ending, like it's amazing, like the visuals and like the fighting scene,
Oh,
and you get
yeah.
to see like Darth Vader. Oh my goodness, that was
yes.
so amazing.
It was
I
so
love that.
good. Yeah. Darth Vader. But so you're saying that you also thought it was slow then in the
Oh,
beginning?
yeah.
Yeah, it is like a little bit boring.
Okay. Yeah. But I think it's trying to tell the adventure in the best way that it can, but I think as soon as they get to the dark world, I just remember it was dark, okay, and it was raining. What was that planet called? You
I don't-
remember?
That's like one of the bad things about this movie is that they never really fully told you the planets that
There's
they
a lot
go
of
to.
planets.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
actually a lot that they were going to.
Yeah, there was, but
that's
they
right.
never say it. Like in like any other Star Wars movie, they all like say like, oh, Tatooine or like Naboo. But like they never said that here. The only place that you get to see that is like that desert place, and I think it was called like Jeddah or something.
Jeddah?
Jeddah, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where
Jeddah.
they went. That's where they're getting all of the.
That's the first place like the Death Star ever like experimented on.
That's where they're getting all the materials, right?
Yeah,
From
that's
the
where
lightsabers.
they get the kyber
Yeah.
crystals from the
Yes.
Jedi Temple.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Huh. We got the professional here. I'm telling you. Yeah. Yep.
Man, she's carrying you.
No.
Bro, please, because
Oh my gosh.
I just knew this thing, the Earth Destroyer, you know, was
The Death Star?
Death Star?
Death Star. I knew that thing was powerful. So,
Oh yeah.
and obviously it goes. I know it's between the third one and the fourth one, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it pieces them together.
Yeah, and it's
that's why.
5 years after Rebels, if you want to get technical with it too.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. What about now? They kind of had a little difficulty here with a certain actor, because clearly there's one actor that has passed away. I think you know who I'm talking about. Grand Moff Tarkin
Yeah.
is played by another actor, and his face is like
CGI.
completely
Oh,
CGI.
Yeah,
that's
CGI.
why.
Yeah. They look off to you, right?
Yeah, I looked at him and I was like,
Right?
that don't look like a real person.
Right. I
Yeah.
know. Right.
I don't like Tarkin. He gets on my nerves all the time
Oh my
too.
gosh.
They use him like so much to the point where you when you see him, you're like, oh, him again. Just because like in every animation show, he's always there. Or like and anything you always hear is like voice.
Oh.
Like it's
okay.
just like
Yeah.
stop reusing that same character.
Right. Well, I didn't think, because I haven't seen any of the shows, but like any of the animation shows, I should say. But I in this movie, I don't think he was that irritating. Besides the
Well,
CGI,
yeah.
I mean, it's good, but I mean, you can definitely tell like it's
CGI.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, they also did that with Leia.
yeah. Well, she actually looked pretty good
I didn't think she
Leia?
looked
No?
actually good.
at the end of the
No.
movie.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
at the end?
Yeah.
I thought that was her.
Yeah. See, I mean, see,
Well,
I think
It
that
looks way better than.
In my personal
it
opinion.
looks
Yeah.
better
Way
than
better
no,
than-
that's fine. Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
has their opinion. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
No, but no, this guy looked like a cartoon. I could just.
Yeah, I understand. I understand why people say that.
Yeah.
I heard one reviewer actually say, like, what if they just left him in the entire movie, just left him like with his back turned, and just have like the reflection on the glass when he's
Well,
talking.
I mean, yeah, but you would never get like the full experience of it. I can't speak. The full experience of him like actually saying something. Because like
Oh, yeah.
when he's like in the scene, you'll just be thinking like, why isn't he looking at me when he's talking at me?
Oh, okay. Maybe he wants to think like he's too
Mysterious.
good. He's too good.
No, yeah,
for
he's
them,
too
you
good.
know?
He's too good that you gotta like see his back only. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's not Darth Vader, so
Right. But if you think about it, he is essential to the story of A New Hope, because he's a
Tarkin is,
commander. He's a commander of the Death Star, so of course he's going to be in Rogue One.
yeah, like I agree with him being in Rogue One, but
Yeah.
like what I was trying to say is that like they also use him like in all other times as well. And he's not like, even needed. Like in the Bad Batch, he was also on there like trying to like get rid of the clones when like that's not even your area of expertise, man. Like go back to your Death Star.
Right.
Oh.
It makes sense to me that he's not in the shows. Well, he shouldn't be in the shows. It makes sense.
No.
But yeah, he all he does is like he's just the commander of the Death Star. That's exactly where he should be at. So why go out of there, right? Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah. No. It's interesting. Is there any other characters that might have stuck out to you?
Saw Gerrera.
Yes. Who I
Who's Saw
I
Gerrera?
heard that you were telling me earlier that he's actually in a lot of
Animated shows,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the first time you ever get to see him is in Clone Wars, and he actually even had a sister, but he got to watch his sister die, which is how he becomes like the way he
Oh.
became. And he also like starts fighting a rebellion like in his planet, and actually Anakin Skywalker and Rex also train him.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you get
Okay.
to see him again in Rebels, where he's also part of the rebellion, and he actually gets into an argument with Mon Mothma, which is why actually also in Rogue One, she kind of despises him. You can kind of tell.
Mm. And and speaking of her, you see she returned to Rogue One.
Yeah, it's the same actress
Yep, same
in
actress.
Revenge of the Sith.
And the same actor from who is like the prince of that planet, who took Leia. What's his name?
The Prince of
Oh,
the
yeah.
Planet.
The king, or I don't know. You know who I'm
You
talking
mean Bail
about?
Organa,
Yeah,
the
leave it.
senator of Alderaan?
Yes.
That-
I was way off. Huh? I was way off.
Yes, very much. He's a senator.
A
He's-
senator. Yes. Oh my gosh, I was way off. Yes.
Yes, he served with Padme Amidala, Leia's mother.
yes.
I think I should just leave at this point.
I know him
From Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes.
Yeah.
Good show.
He must really enjoy returning to Star Wars, because he came back quite a bit.
Yeah, they also reuse him a lot.
Yeah, I think I think there should be good. I think he came out and everything he needed to come out already. So
Yeah.
yeah, don't you agree? Because then I guess he gets obliterated in episode 4. So, yeah, that's kind of sad. Remember they blow up Alderaan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's okay. It's all right. Okay. All right. You just watch the movies, but would you would you consider yourself a fan? You just watch the movies?
No, I wouldn't consider myself a fan.
Oh,
okay. If I was a fan, I would already know knowledge like.
Okay.
Somebody over here.
I guess I'm a fan, but not an extreme fan, I guess.
Why would you consider yourself not a fan?
Well, because I'm new to Star Wars, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just seen all these movies. What was the last one? The recent one?
The one that we watched or the one that we watched in the theater?
In the theater.
Rise of Skywalker?
Yes. So that's the only one I've seen in the theater.
Okay.
So
Big
the rest,
mistake.
So in the future, can you see yourself becoming a Star Wars fan or no?
Oh, yeah. I can.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, so
okay.
like the only
Yeah.
thing that's stopping you right now is just because you haven't watched anything, or like.
Would be watching them again. Because the first time I just skimmed them through fast.
Okay.
Just to get to the last one.
So you would fully consider yourself like rewatching everything,
Yes.
and that's when you're.
Well, this is what I'm doing here.
So this
okay.
podcast is helping you then, huh? As we go through
because
the
we're doing the
series.
Star Wars, thing. So I'm rewatching everything.
Okay.
Getting to know everything.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
Well, I guess I'm not a fan anymore.
Oh,
Well,
I mean, I just like Star Wars, and I just like Star Wars in general. Like, I just like the fighting, the lightsabers, things like that. But
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
like, I'm gonna be honest, man. All this politician stuff.
That's my favorite part of Star Wars.
Yeah.
I like when
so-
it gets political because it's literally Star Wars. So I mean,
No, all this
I'm not a
political
fan of
stuff.
that.
I get
Yeah.
so confused, and I don't know.
Oh, you must have really liked the prequels then. If you
yeah,
like the
that's
politics.
the
Oh.
prequels are my favorite. I know like a bunch of people don't like them, or especially Phantom Menace, but I like it just because like I don't know how to explain it. The only way I'm able to like fully focus on a movie is if I'm like drawn into the movie. So like if I have to like fully have to like put my mind into it and to understand it, then I can actually like watch the movie and like take it as it is, you know?
Oh,
True.
okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give the prequels another chance.
Yeah. I really like Phantom Menace. It's just like I know a bunch of people don't like the fighting scene. Like there's not many fighting
the one
scenes.
with the-
But the thing is like
No,
it has
that's
the
episode
most
3.
important fighting scene of them all. So I mean,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I'm glad that you enjoy them though, but I'm not really a fan. But
I can see why. The dialogue is a little bit off sometimes. But
episode 3 was pretty good though.
it was.
like episode 3.
I liked it.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are talking about Rogue One.
Oh yeah.
So getting a little excited there. I'm just kidding.
I really like talking about Star Wars. I never get to talk about it in general, so this is my time to geek out, you know?
Oh man, I'm
Go for
glad
it.
you're in the right spot then.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about were you guys, so when you first saw this, I guess so. If you've seen the trailers, did you guys watch the trailers before watching this movie?
No.
Like in the theater?
No.
You didn't watch it in the theater, right?
I didn't watch it in the theater either.
Oh, you didn't watch it in the theater?
No.
Oh man, I watched it in the theater with my good friend Dan. Yeah.
That must have been
Sup, Dan?
nice.
Hey Dan, how you doing, brother?
I know you.
Oh jeez. Hey, no.
Yep.
Anyway, no. It was a cold theater, right, Dan? That was a cold theater. Anyway, no, you don't understand. Like the heaters were broken that day. Remember?
Oh, you had
the
to wear
heater
your
was
trench
busted.
coat, huh?
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. That was like.
you-
Oh, all right, that's enough. That's enough.
Wow, we're discovering a lot of
That
things
was
here.
that was 7 years ago. That was 7
No
years
wonder he
ago.
wants to go
Wow.
with us. in
You
the
remember
movie
so
theater.
much.
That's,
Right?
that's the joke, huh?
Oh,
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, Vince.
That's enough. That is all being bleeped out. Anyway, what were we saying here? No. So yeah, I we're talking about like favorite. scenes
You've
or
seen it in
something?
the theater, right?
Oh yeah, in the theater, right? So were you guys expecting Darth Vader to show up at all?
No.
So
Well, I
it was
mean,
a surprise to you guys.
when he showed up, I wasn't like completely shocked, but I mean, I was kind of like a little bit like, oh, wow, like that's cool.
Yeah. What about yourself?
Trying to
Baba?
think. Yes, I was expecting him.
Oh,
Really? Why?
okay.
Yeah, because it's
Did you see the trailer?
No.
Because he's in the trailer.
because it's Darth Vader basically was his start was in episode 3, right?
Yeah.
Or towards the end, right?
Well,
In the end of
yeah.
episode
Yeah.
3, yep.
So I was guessing he would be in here, continuing, because obviously in the fourth one he's there. So.
Oh wait, so this is your I'm sorry. This is your first time entirely watching Star Wars? I'm sorry,
Second
but like
time, no?
Second time.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
because I was like, if it's your first time, you should have watched it in release order instead.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh.
I watched it in
Savage here.
Chronological?
Yeah,
Chronological.
And that's fine, but
because it's way easier for me that way.
Yeah.
Knowing
Okay.
back to back what's going on instead of jumping from one part of time to going back in time and then going forward into time.
Yeah, I accidentally
well,
watched it in chronological order
Yeah.
as well. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, think about the people who were adults. They had to watch it like that. 4, 5, 6, 1,
Yeah,
2,
they're
3.
screwed.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
But I get it now.
It's not that hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Which I understand now.
But
how Star Wars was made.
and I like how this movie bridged a giant gap in between 3 and 4,
Mhm.
and I think
Mhm.
it achieved what it was trying to do, because one of the biggest plot holes in episode 4 was, okay, why the heck did the Empire leave a giant hole, kind of essentially like a detonation button in the
Uh-huh.
Death Star?
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, what the heck? That was the biggest plot hole in episode 4.
Mhm.
And Rogue One fixed that.
Yeah. I personally like that that was another movie about the Death Star to clarify New Hope. But I actually
Yeah.
heard that some people didn't like it just because it was about the Death
Oh.
Star, like how they were reusing the same ideas, which I can understand. But adds more depth.
Yeah, I get it. But do you agree then that it kind of bridged that gap for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about yourself?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh my god. Well, basically, it's kind of like it's in a way it's like a solo movie. It's kind of apart from the entire saga, really,
Uh-huh.
because this doesn't say Rogue One Episode 3.5. Although essentially that's kind of what this is, but it doesn't even have a number to it.
Right.
But instead it's just a regular story that just kind of bridges the gap, and I think that's kind of what this movie was all about.
Oh yeah, I see it that
Mhm.
way.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I see
So-
it that way.
But let me tell you, some of the best favorite scenes that I have is definitely both scenes with Darth Vader in it. Like even in
Yeah.
the first scene when he's walking out towards Director
Nah, I
Krennic.
didn't like that one.
Yeah.
What?
Wait. What?
Even when he's walking out with Director
Oh,
Krennic.
to be that's such a cool scene because he says such a cool line
Well, I
don't
know,
choke
right?
on your aspirations,
Uh-huh. And then he's there just choking the guy.
Does he?
from behind. Yeah.
That's cool.
Just like that. Yeah. But that was really cool. Yeah. Uh-huh. And the way, their Director Krennic is kind of almost a little intimidated, because there's shots in that scene where
Yeah.
you kind of, as Director Krennic is talking, you see the Darth Vader's kind of getting closer and closer, and the camera is just perfect.
Well, I mean, yeah, everybody's
Wait.
scared of Darth Vader.
Yeah, because he's tall. He's a tall man. So
Yeah,
gonna
he's
be scared
7
of
feet
him.
tall.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
He's 6'6".
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he even I heard it in a comic that he even leaves his quarters unlocked just because he's everybody should be scared of me, so nobody should come in when I'm sleeping.
Oh wow.
I also heard that whenever he takes if you were to see him without his helmet, he immediately kills you as well.
Oh.
So
Yeah, if I looked at that face,
Oh my god.
no, but his face from before was beautiful. You have to admit.
Oh.
or he became. Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah,
'Cause
he
now
had a pretty
looks-
Hayden Christensen man. It's a pretty good looking man.
Well, I have no say in that. But,
Gabe does, but
no, you just said it. What are you talking about?
What?
Anyway, no. That's the joke. Anyway, yeah. Oh, and then the last scene. Oh man,
I like that one.
Oh man, dude, there are some days where I just go home and just watch that scene, man. I'm telling you right now. Every good movie has those great scenes where you don't have to watch the whole movie, just watch that one scene. That's amazing. And for me, for Rogue One, the last scene is my favorite. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just think about it. They're running and they're just trying to get the Death Star plans up there,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden that door's jammed.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it turns into a straight horror movie because it's like, what the heck's coming up behind us?
Yeah.
Well, it's Darth Vader killing all the rebels.
Yeah.
That was pretty epic, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. It left me speechless. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
man.
Wow.
Did you like it? Did you like it too?
Yeah, I like that. Come on now.
Good.
I mean,
that was
like,
really nice.
yeah, like
It was
whenever
nice.
like Darth Vader's on like scene, he like just takes away the whole entire show because it's Darth Vader, man.
I know, right?
Yeah.
One of the best. Actually, he's the best villain in the saga, I think.
Yeah, I actually think he's like one of the most best like villains in the whole entire like
Movie
like
verse.
yeah.
Oh,
like,
wow.
really.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's other good
Okay.
villains as well,
Like
but I
Thanos?
mean, like no.
No. Bro, we're talking about Star Wars.
oh no, I'm just. Well,
No.
she's just talking about villains in general.
Oh,
Yeah.
villains
Yeah.
in general.
Well, I mean, like
Oh,
another
okay.
one who would maybe come as close
Preference, honestly.
would be like
Thanos.
I was gonna say Voldemort, but
Oh,
well, I mean.
Harry Potter.
Oh, Harry Potter, yeah. Okay,
Voldemort
okay.
was a little. I mean, I don't know, but I would definitely say that Darth Vader is like really cool.
He is. Darth Vader's really good.
hmm
Yeah, but I really enjoyed the last scene. So, and then that transition out of it into the Princess Leia, a great way to end the movie.
hmm
It really was.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. That's good stuff right there. What were your favorite scenes? Do you guys have anything that pop out to you?
Oh.
Well, I mean, I did like that you get to see Bail Organa trying to like find Obi-Wan. I mean, like, did you guys pick up on that? Where like Mon
yes.
Mothma was like,
Yes.
"Oh, you need to go contact that Jedi that you know."
Yeah.
So I kind of did like
true.
that. I also like when they mentioned General Syndulla over the Overcom. I love that. General Syndulla is from Rebels.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think I heard about that one. Yeah.
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 You,
Okay.
you also get to see her ship there, and you also get to see her droid Chopper as well.
Oh, yeah. I hear that there are a lot of like little things that are in other movies.
Yeah.
There are a lot of that. Like even in the actual movie, in Rogue One, when she's going through the files looking for the Death Star plans, there's like something that's like hyperspace tracking, which is a direct reference to The Last Jedi. You remember that?
No, I don't.
Because a lot of people kind of complained about The Last Jedi. They were like, well, how are they tracking people through hyperspace? But it was already being looked at since Rogue One.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know that much about the prequels. I mean, not prequels, about the sequels. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
I don't really personally don't really
Oh.
like them. So
Well, okay.
Wow, we're
All right. That's a joke.
no,
That's
it's
a
just
joke.
yeah.
Give him a chance, will you?
No,
Oh.
they ruined Anakin's legacy.
Oh, man. We should talk about that later. Write that down, please. Yeah, so we can talk about it later. All right. Anyway, so what were you gonna say, producer?
Who's gonna write it down? You got an assistant somewhere?
Producer, please.
Oh yeah.
No. So yeah,
You
yeah.
want a cup of water while I'm at it?
No, I'm
Oh,
good.
okay, just
I'm
making
good.
sure.
Oh, okay.
Can I get one?
Oh my god. There's some water over there. No, just kidding.
on the house.
I'll sponsor it.
I was just kidding.
She was just kidding. That's a joke. Oh man. Okay. What about the battle on Scarif? Because of course, I think a lot of people do agree that of course the movie is quite slow in the first half, but the second half it picks up pretty well.
Yeah.
Especially when they get to the battle on Scarif.
Scarif, yes.
Like, man, is that beautiful right
Oh,
there.
Yeah,
Like-
it's such a pretty planet.
Yes, if there's nothing that screams Star Wars more than that battle.
Yeah, my brother
Mhm.
Robert is like obsessed with that planet.
It's a beautiful planet.
Yeah.
It's
Right when he
beautiful.
saw it, I was like, that's my planet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on vacation there.
Yeah. Naboo is my planet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Naboo.
Gonna hang out with the Gungans, huh?
Mine's the desert.
Well, I mean, I was. You mean Tatooine?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, Tatooine.
I
Yeah.
agree with you, brother. I like
Yeah,
that
bro.
One.
All those racings, bro.
The pod racing.
Yeah.
Oh my.
The pod racing.
Yeah,
Oh my
and then
goodness.
I'll be kicking it with that dude with the ugly nose.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Watto?
Oh,
The
Watto.
fly.
Watto.
Yeah,
I'll
Watto.
be
Yeah.
kicking it with him. I'll be
Yeah.
eating those fishes that what's that rabbit's name?
You mean Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah, there we go.
Jar Jar
Everybody's What's Star Sayer name?
Oh my.
Jar Jar
Yeah,
Binks.
Jar Jar Binks when he grabs that when he just like sticks out his tongue to eat that.
Oh yeah, and then little
that bunny
Anakin
or
comes and
whatever it
saves
is,
him.
Yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
then you're probably gonna be working for the big shot gangster, Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt.
Okay, so what were we talking about?
Jabba the Hutt's there
Yeah.
too. Dang, that's a
Yeah.
lot of people.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
Tatooine.
gonna be me, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Jabba the Hutt.
That's a nice.
Jabba the. Oh heck no! You mean
no.
Leia chokes you to death then?
Oh my gosh, dude.
She
Oh
said
my
he's like,
gosh.
Do that again.
No, don't say. Oh my.
You know what? I'm out of this convo.
Oh my gosh. No, don't say that, my lord. Oh my gosh. All right. Was there anything else that kind of actually okay. Well, we can kind of continue with Scarif. I mean, just the way they're kind of started out with that stealth mode type of thing. You know, changing into the disguise just to get into the Scarif building where they have like all this information locked in.
Yeah.
Was really cool. And then, of course, when they go loud, there's a point where they feel hopeless, but then all of a sudden it's absolutely incredible because they got these giant AT-ATs that are walking out, right? And like it's you feel like the rebellion's about to lose, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, an X-Wing comes out of nowhere and shoots that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was one of the best things ever.
Yeah.
The rebels are here.
Yeah, I feel like that's what truly makes it like a Star Wars movie because like basically Star Wars is all about like regaining hope and, you know, the constant battle between good and bad and, you know, like them crossing over. So then when I saw that, I was like, whoa, like this is a real like Star Wars movie. Like you get the full on experience from it, you know, the internal conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I agree. What about yourself? Are you a fan of that scene or the whole ending?
You know,
really?
Yeah.
They're trying to make this plan, right? To sneak into the right there, look at that. Into this building, right? To get the what's it called?
The
Death Star plans? Yeah.
Yep, you know, so they got to distract outside, you know? And they go all out with at least a little bit of people because they obviously wanted to help from
the council, but the council denied them.
Right. So they just gathered the people that wanted to, and so like they honestly, I felt like they were going to lose, right?
Yeah.
Well, obviously out there in space, you know, they came out and helped, and so which I thought the outside battle too was also nice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible.
You know, with the jets and everything. So it was
Mm-hmm.
It was really nice, and I love to see Admiral Akbar's cousins. I like to say there as well because it was. I love those fish-looking things. You know, I don't know Malcolmari. Is that their species?
I don't know.
what that fish is.
Yeah, those. You know those.
my
Do you
goodness.
not know who? Like, do you know who Admiral Akbar is?
No, who's that?
He's
You
like
get
the
to
orange
see the-
fish in episode 6.
Yeah, what to say?
He's like an orange squid-looking fish.
Uh-huh.
You get to see
With big
Return
eyes.
of the-
Oh,
Return
big
of
eyes.
is he on the
Jedi?
one
With big
ship
eyes.
that's just sitting there?
Oh my
and
goodness.
And he's saying
Yeah.
it's a trap.
you remember
You
that?
get to see those creatures like in animation, and when I
really?
first saw it, I thought it was like a uterus or something.
Oh
So then now whenever we like see it, my brother's like, "Oh, that's the uterus character." So now we refer to like those type of creatures as uteruses.
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess I really enjoy those characters, the way they look, but they don't
Yeah.
look like that. But
Yeah, like obviously, like in live action, they don't look like that. But like in the animation, Star Wars animation is not really that good.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, live action. Yeah, it looks really nice. Yeah, it was great to see those fishes. Even every time I watch it with family too, they say the same thing. They enjoy the fish. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I really like them. Yes, exactly. And he actually did a great job because he took out like 2 of those Star Destroyers or something like that. Is that what the ships are called?
Oh yeah, well, one of them got chopped.
You mean like the Empire ships? Yeah, those are.
And they use those the hammerhead ships too. That was really cool. Like the way they're using those ships to kind of ram into one another.
Yeah, that was really cool. The way their war tactics were like really cool.
Yeah, and I think some of those ships are from other animation movies too, right?
Yeah,
Animation
like
shows.
the Ghost.
Yes, I've heard about all those. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ghost. Yeah.
Yes.
It's just in a little shot. I heard.
Oh.
Yeah, it's from the animation Rebels.
Yeah, a lot of people were excited to hear that. A lot of Rebel fans.
Yes, Rebels is a really good show. You need to watch it.
Okay, maybe we'll see.
I mean, Rebels
we'll see.
like amazing, especially like the ending. It gave me like that nostalgia of like watching the Return of the Jedi. It gave me like that nostalgia again. Really, yeah. Like I thought I would never feel that again, just because like it's like almost like one in a lifetime experience, you know, because you get to see like the Empire finally leaving, but then like and you get to see that again like in Rebels. Like it's amazing.
Okay, all right, that's good. Maybe I might have to give it a try.
Well, I mean, that's also my personal stuff.
Okay,
Well, I mean,
alright.
I get like really invested into these types of shows, which is why like I geek out a lot. But like, not everybody's like me, so.
Oh, okay, gotcha. understandable. Yeah, but it was great. I guess it's great. Even for us moviegoers, there are a lot of little things for us too. Like we all of a sudden we see C-3PO and R2-D2 out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They have their little 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool to see.
I like that.
Yeah, that was nice.
And you see C-3PO and everything.
Yeah, he's in like every movie, so they're like, man, why not just add him here?
Yep.
Except for Solo, he wasn't in that one. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought I heard that like he's like in every Star Wars movie.
Well, I guess not Solo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well then.
Maybe because it's Solo.
Yeah, he's Solo, so I guess. Yeah. He's not with anybody, so yeah. Although they're best friends, R2-D2 and C-3PO, so
Yeah.
they're always together.
Mhm.
Yeah. Which I'm surprised they were able to kind of be together because at the end of episode 3, their memory gets wiped.
Well, I mean,
So-
yeah, but Bail Organa takes over then.
Okay, but how long is it between episode 3 and Rogue One?
Rogue One? Oh my God! No way. Again, that's something I don't know. I think like maybe like 7 years. I think.
Oh yeah, I would say that because I know Darth Vader's old already because it's already gonna be
Yeah,
episode
well,
4.
I mean, Anakin turns into the dark side when he's like 22, and then he dies when
Oh.
he's like 42, I believe.
Oh,
So I mean, like,
I'll say
guess.
10 years, maybe 10,
Yeah.
15 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about the, because I think the relationship between Jin and
Her dad.
is a pretty interesting dynamic going on there.
Yeah, I thought so
Throughout the
too.
movie here. Yeah, that was kind of important
Yeah,
to
it
the
was.
story. Because it's like after she hides away and that big guy finds her, sorry.
Saw Gerrera.
Saw Gerrera, yeah. He never sees Dad again.
Yeah.
So, and then it's like a wild goose chase trying to find where the dad is at.
Mm-hmm.
Because especially, after she, loses the most important flash drive containing the message,
The hologram.
and so it's just like, what am I gonna do, right? Because the rebels aren't gonna believe her when she
Yeah.
says, oh yeah, there's like a little circle that we have to shoot into and stuff like that. That's why we have to go get the Death Star plans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
They're kind of battling it ever since leaving that planet. She's just battling because nobody believes her.
Yeah.
Except the robot maybe a little bit. The robot maybe kind of backs her up a little bit. So
I mean, yeah.
yeah.
That's another thing I liked about this movie is that you got to see like the rebellion not fully being like the good guys.
Yes.
You get to see them kind of like you get to see them like make tough decisions.
They rebel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
that's what they are.
Yeah, they are. Because if you think about it, the Empire is actually kind of like an army, but they're actually the good people in a way because they're kind of like the military, but they do stuff in a terrible way to get what they want.
Yeah, the Empire does. Yeah.
Yes, the Empire.
Mhm.
So I mean, right?
I guess
Yeah.
I see it that way. I guess.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Because the rebellions are rebelling.
Yeah.
And they don't want to go what they're doing, right? So
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
rebellious.
Rebellious.
Mm-hmm.
But in the way where we're automatically assuming that a lot of people automatically assume that the rebels are good. But
Now they're the bad ones.
Yeah.
well, I'm just trying
They
to say.
do bad to do good, kind of sort of
Okay.
thing.
And you can see that with Andor too, because his job is now to kill the dad. Like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's
That's
crazy.
messed up.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that's a hard decision.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you get that Star Wars experience because that's like in every Star Wars movie, you always get the conflict between good and bad and them intertwined.
That's Star Wars, I guess.
I haven't really
Well, I
paid
mean,
attention.
yeah.
It is.
Well, I mean, yeah, you never like fully like seen that. I mean, like especially in the prequels, you get to see it. Like Anakin,
course.
debating on what he should do, and like you can tell he doesn't know what is good and bad because I mean, there's consequences to his actions either way. So I mean, he kind of like, well, then what is good and bad, sort of thing, which kind of makes him go down like this whole spiral. And then like the council, you also get to see that too because you get to see how war is damaging their brain, which is why they also get conflicted on whether what is good and bad.
Oh, okay.
You also get to see Luke see that too.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You sure do know a lot about this stuff.
Well, I mean, yeah, I really like Star Wars.
Wow. Love it. Yeah. I really love it too, but that's a lot of information.
Nah, he just likes it because, you know,
Well, I mean, I don't know. I kind of.
likes the sword fighting.
Do you read the books at all? Like I know
Oh yeah.
books.
Oh,
Yeah, there's books. You didn't know that?
I have a bunch of books.
Really?
Yeah, I have a bunch of
I
them.
guess every movie has
I'm
a
reading
book
like
about it.
I'm reading
Yeah.
3 Star Wars books right now. Like I'm reading the Obi-Wan one, I'm reading Brotherhood,
really?
and I'm
Oh,
reading
wow.
Princess and the Scoundrel.
Okay.
I also started reading the Padme Amidala books,
Oh,
and then I also started reading the Attack of the Clones book.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
I'm reading the magazines.
Oh my god.
I know.
Occasionally, the only book I read is the Bible, but, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the only book I can get to.
There we go.
When it comes to something I really like, I absorb the information really quickly. Like I barely started Star Wars like last year. So
Oh. In
Yeah.
terms of books?
Books?
in general,
No
Oh,
way.
wow.
You know all this stuff already just 1 year?
like that. Yeah, I'm like
you
a
got
really
the passion for it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like
I get
I'm
it,
a
I
really
get
big
it.
nerd. Like
Okay.
I also really like history and stuff, so I know a bunch of stuff about history.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, I just absorb really informational quickly.
Wow.
Wow, bro. Look at that. Crazy. Not me. I just
I started in February. Actually, the first time I ever watched a Star Wars movie was when you guys did your podcast on Phantom Menace.
Oh.
It's the first time I ever.
What?
Yeah, that's the
No
first time I
way.
ever watched
How
a
was
Star Wars
that?
movie. Yeah. Actually,
I feel so honored.
The first time I ever got to watch it was
Are
because
you
I.
related to her?
Well, you see, we are related, but you know, well, I mean, I like other stuff.
Game of Thrones.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
actually started
Yeah.
watching that. It's a good show. I like it too.
Yeah. She's watching it with me. Don't worry.
Nice.
Yes, yes,
Yep.
I cover
I
my
don't
ass.
fast forward though. I'll just
Okay.
watch it for her.
Oh. No, but Star Wars is just, yeah, it's one of my favorite, series, like, in general.
Raw, baby.
Franchises, thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's right below James Bond for me, and I really,
James Bond, huh?
oh, yeah, I think it just Bond's
below.
What is that movie again?
James Bond.
I've
I never heard of that one. Is
I've
it
never
good?
watched the movie.
James
I've
Bond is
never
a
watched
top
those movies.
of your all time?
I would say that they're all
Dang.
equal for me, but I know there are people out there that, are gonna be like, yo, you need to choose one over the other, so.
So let me ask you a question. So you like James Bond better than Top Gun?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-mm.
In general,
What
the
the
character.
I've heard people say that kind of 007 sucks.
Dang, even she do.
Well, I
Well, I
need
mean,
to talk with
it's
those
Star
people.
Wars. It's like a multi-billionaire franchise.
Right.
But it's okay. I'll respect your opinion.
I love
I'll
Star
respect your
Wars too.
opinion.
I love Star Wars, so I've got a lot of Star Wars merch and stuff like that.
Yeah, so do I. You should see my room.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yes, it's not in
Really?
his head. Yeah, I actually got a Pod Racer Lego set tonight.
It's a Star Wars museum in there.
Oh
It-
wow!
I bet.
Wow.
It really-
I'll pay $5 to go see.
Yes, so
It really is with a bunch of stuff. I'm actually even like saving up my money to get like this Anakin action figure.
Wow. You should send us a picture of it.
I haven't got it yet, but
No, of your
of my
collection.
room.
Yeah.
No, bro, I told you, you gotta pay $5.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on your way up there, make sure you start cleaning the living room.
That's no. Yeah, no. Anyway, let's kind of bring it back to the movie here.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's okay. We're fine. So I'm just kind of curious, about Rogue One. Is there anything that kind of popped out to you that you just didn't like or you didn't care for?
That I didn't like. It kind of did seem rushed. You're not able to fully connect with the characters
Okay.
as the other Star Wars stuff.
Right.
Meaning you like the characters, but you just don't fully understand them.
Right. Uh-huh. What about yourself? Is there anything that you kind of just didn't like about this?
Not really.
Oh.
I mean, it gets straightforward to you. It's just basically telling a story.
Right.
Yeah, in a way, between 3 and 4, what happened between there, basically,
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, throughout the movie, no, I really didn't. I could agree with you of saying, these characters, I really didn't connect with them, because
Yeah.
everything was just one scene. It's not like there's a part 2 or like part 3 of this, you know, where you get to like connect more, you know?
Well, I mean, even then, there's like other movies where like you only get to see like these characters once, yet you're still able to connect with them. I just feel like the main like kind of like bad thing about the story is that like it's long, yet like it's like really rushed. Like there's like a bunch of like scenes where you can kind of tell like it's forced. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like there's a bunch of like kind of like short scenes, like, if that makes sense. Like there's a bunch of like crops, if that makes sense.
To kind of rush the story along, is that what you're trying to do for this movie?
Well, I mean, yeah, I did hear like there was a bunch of like technical difficulties coming out with the story. So I heard like they reshot like a lot of scenes. So I did hear about that. So they were just trying to like kind of get the movie out, which, you know, in my personal opinion, I think they should have just made sure like the story was 100% good before, instead of just focusing about the money.
Right. Yeah, and I did hear that this did go through some extensive reshoots.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No, I did not. Wow.
As a matter of fact, even the director himself, originally there was no end scene with Darth Vader. That did not exist.
Oh, really?
Really? I didn't hear about that.
Yep.
Would've been horrible. I'm just kidding. I like the ending.
Yeah.
Where they all die.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
I mean,
Perfect.
like,
Both to the movie.
Yeah, it fits the movie.
Yes.
Well, and here I thought, you know, in the very beginning, I didn't like that when I first watched the movie, because I'm like, you know, there's a, you know, you always know, because like in episode 4, none of those characters were there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it fits perfect.
But that doesn't mean that they can all retire and go and live quietly somewhere in the galaxy.
I mean, I guess, but it's
You
just,
know,
it's
you ever
not
think
the
about
same.
that? But I'm just saying, like, that's another option that they could have went for.
Nah,
Yeah.
them dying is the best thing ever.
Oh my god!
It gives the movie a little, you know, up there, you know.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you know, this throughout this whole movie, they have this one mission, and what turns out towards the end, he sacrificed himself.
Great sacrifices going on. Yeah, I understand. But also, like, did you guys think, like, immediately, because the first one to die was the robot. So after the robot died, did you know if they were all gonna die?
No, I did not know that.
Oh, really?
No.
As soon as I saw the robot die, K2SO, I'm like, oh man, it's all over for everybody. Yep.
Really?
I mean,
I thought they were all gonna survive.
What?
really?
See, that's so you thought they were gonna go and live quietly somewhere then, right?
True, I
See?
guess, yeah.
They all retired, yeah. Exactly. Because that's an option.
That is an option,
Yeah.
but good thing they didn't go that way.
Yeah, I guess. What about yourself? Did you think they were all gonna die right away?
Honestly, it didn't really occur to me. I was just like really focused on the scene and what was happening, so I never really.
So were there some tears
So
that were shed?
when you seen that the planet was getting doomed, you know, you were like, dang,
Yeah.
wow.
I mean, I was kind of expecting it because, I mean, like, you get to hear them talk, like, align, like, the Death Star and stuff. So, I mean, like.
Where they were holding their hands in the beach, you know,
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
just looking at each
Yeah.
other. Just,
And I'm glad they didn't kind of like do any type of, you know, girlfriend boyfriend stuff there. The hug was perfect.
what do you think they were trying to or not?
Because what if they kissed at the end?
I actually heard
the
like there's a
last
bunch of people
episode
who ship them together, and they're like, oh, they're like my favorite like Star Wars ship.
9? Oh.
I heard a bunch of people say that.
I say they were trying to be a couple towards the end.
No.
I ain't gonna lie.
The
I
hug was
don't
just
know.
fine.
I feel like they're more like the type of people to like. How do I explain this? Like you like taught me something, but
Oh,
that doesn't mean like
okay.
you need to like we
Yeah.
need to be together. Like you mean something special to me.
Yeah.
That like you
Yeah.
don't like need to
Uh-huh.
like date me. You know.
Exactly. Kind of more like a brother sister type of thing.
A little more than that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how. I was like,
Yeah, like they
It's,
care about each other, you know, like they.
Oh. Okay.
yeah, it's like somebody who taught you a lesson,
Yeah.
but like they will forever mean something special to you, but
Okay.
like you don't fully like
Yeah, that's why they
end up with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a first kind of love thing.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm so glad that they didn't go romantically type.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But
I mean, it would have been worthless. So
exactly, because they are dying. They're gonna die. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that's. And you know, it kind of reminds me a little bit too, because you know, I don't know if you've noticed in the end there, you kind of realizing, like you said, yeah, I do understand they were trying to push this movie out
Mhm.
because the editing was a little choppy.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to
You know,
say.
in the very end,
choppy.
yeah, in the very end, you know, as soon as like the explosion is coming, you see Cassian just look right towards the camera, like with his left eye, right at the camera. and
Yeah,
he died.
yeah.
So that's the type of choppy editing that they had to go through, and that's unfortunate because that was on the final cut.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
So yeah. But that doesn't mean it's a bad movie. It's still a
that's
very
true.
good movie. It's still a banger. It's a banger for sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, somebody disagrees.
Yes.
It's
Jeez. So I mean, you thought it was slow or something? Because it was hard for you to kind of connect with it in the beginning, right?
Yeah, I watched it. And I only watched the first. I think it's up to like where they're about to leave. They got on the spaceship, or I don't know.
There's 2 spaceships they go on.
I don't know what they're called. The guy and then the robot's like, oh, don't trust her.
Oh,
It's like
that's
90
like
when
that's in the beginning of the
When
movie.
they go to that dark place, is that when? Or
I'm trying to remember. I
Or
think
when
it's when they go to Saw Gerrera's place.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
desert
yeah.
game
That's
place?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So for me, it was a little, it was a little slow, and especially I felt
Yeah.
lost because, I don't know who these people are. I guess they're new characters, correct?
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So I can't like identify like any of them, and I don't know. Maybe I just didn't give it enough try. I should have kept watching it. I did fall asleep, and then I tried.
I actually also kind of fell asleep the first time I watched
Yeah, and
it.
then I tried rewatching it. Rewatching it, and then I fell asleep again.
Oh, well, when I rewatched it, I don't know how to explain it. It's more like the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, this is pretty good. But then, like, the second time I watched it, I was like, it's still pretty good, but it's not as good as I used to think it was,
Maybe if I watch it, fully and stuff, maybe, and finish it, maybe I'll think different.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and grade it a 0. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just messing.
Security.
Yeah.
Escort him out.
All right, I'm out.
That's a joke. No. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So one thing we didn't touch on was there's a villain to this story. Of course, there are many villains, I guess I would say, but the main villain is Director Krennic, right?
Yes.
And so, did you think? How did you think he did? How was
I
he
think he did a
intimidating?
good job. He's like maybe like one of the first people from like the Imperials that I actually kind of liked. Like he like did his duty, but he wasn't like fully like this is my whole life kind of thing,
Right. I also enjoyed this villain. I think he's definitely top 5 villains of Star Wars for me. He really laid it down for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about him?
Is this the guy with the white suit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a nice outfit too.
Yeah, it was. I liked it.
The cape and everything.
So this villain,
Yes.
Oh my!
I didn't know he was a villain at first.
He's so
What? Wait, what the heck?
Listen.
Are you serious?
Yes. Well, I know he was arguing with the father, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because he the one.
He's begging for help.
He's the one that wanted to build
The Death Star.
The Death Star, right?
Yeah, he's the one that like first came up with the idea of it.
Right, the idea, and so he had the father and build it, right? Because he's the one that knew how to.
Yeah.
Okay, so he basically, because I know towards the movie he gets like the Death Star is like taken away from him, right?
Yes, by Tarkin.
Yes, him. So I feel like I guess his purpose was in this movie was just to
Kind of bridge the gap.
bridge the gap between that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
true. Like now that I think about it, that's yeah.
Okay.
You kind of see like he was kind of forced into there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still liked him.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to clarify on that.
You talking about the father, right?
Yeah.
The
Wait.
father was forced into it. He was doing.
Yeah.
The father was forced into what he
Exactly.
wanted to. Okay.
Because I think he worked for the Empire before, but after that time he was like, what, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
That's why he wanted to retire.
Yeah, that's why he became a farmer.
Uh huh.
Yeah. That's a great actor, by the way. Incredible.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Mads Mikkelsen, I believe his name, or Mikkelsen, something like that. He did a great job in this movie, in Doctor Strange, and in Casino Royale. Oh man, Casino Royale, he did an amazing job.
Oh, Casino Royale, I slept in that movie.
That's
I've never heard or watched that movie.
I couldn't tell you on that
I actually put that movie on to go to sleep.
No, oh my gosh. That's enough.
That movie,
That's
yeah.
enough.
Doctor Strange, he did good, but I can't
Yeah.
really up to that.
Come on,
Casino.
just don't listen to these guys.
I mean, I don't mind playing some poker here and there.
All right, we get it. But listen. But he did a fantastic job on here. Really, just all around a really solid cast. I know in the beginning we talked about it, but they did a great job for sure. Definitely something. I think maybe some people might disagree, but I think I was able to somewhat connect with these. I wouldn't say connect with every single character, but I was able to feel sad when the father died. I was like, oh my gosh, I was sad right there. That was a really sad moment.
I was kind of able to connect with Jen a bit. It's just like I said, it just kind of her story felt rushed. She was a criminal, and then now she's over here helping the rebellion, which I understand because the rebellion is mostly composed of kind of criminals who are just joining the rebellion just cause.
My goodness.
But it still kind of felt rushed. The only reason she kind of joined was because first of all it was her dad, and then second of all just because Cassian just said rebellions are built on hope, and that's it.
Wow. You were right about a great many things.
Oh, thank you.
Star Wars reference.
Thank you, bro.
Okay.
You can tell them now, Alejandra. Who taught you all this? Nah, I'm just kidding.
No. Okay, so first time I ever watched Phantom Menace, I was already watching it because my school kind of does this homecoming week, and our theme was Star Wars. So now I was like, oh well, I should kind of just get into it. So I was but nobody kind of guided me. So I was like, wait, how do I start watching this? So hey, give me a minute.
I'm all ears.
So before I started watching Star Wars, I watched Marvel. I binge watched all the movies, and I watched those in chronological order. So I assumed that I should watch these in chronological order, which is why I started watching Phantom Menace. And then I saw my brother come in, and I told him.
Bring the whole family.
No, he said
Hold on.
Star Wars is back.
All right, guys, I'm going up there. Hold on. I'm just kidding.
No, okay. So then he came in and I told him I started watching it.
Nice.
And then he's like, oh, I also need to watch it. So we kind of started watching it together. Wow. And then he showed me the recap of it. And I remember I was asking him questions because Phantom Menace, if you don't it's political, so you don't really fully understand it right off the bat. So now I was confused, and I kept trying to ask him, and he's like, well, these characters do this, and that's it. And I was like, oh, okay.
I don't even remember this.
Oh my God.
I
just remember one time she came home from school and she had a poop mark on her face.
What the
Oh my
and I'm
God.
like, what is that? And it was a scar.
It was the Anakin scar.
Oh gosh.
It was a brown scar. I was like, I think you got a doo-doo in your face.
Oh my goodness.
I was trying to wipe it off. I'm like, hold on, let me help you.
Anakin's God. But no, I remember asking him, I was like, wait, how come you never get to see Qui-Gon again? And then he's like, you do get to see him again. I was like, no. I was like, you never get to see him again. And then he's like, well, I don't know. And then I asked him about Obi-Wan, and he did get that right. He was like, oh, you get to see Obi-Wan again. And he did get that right. And he also was the one that told me about Anakin. I was like, wait, who is that? And he's like, oh, that's Anakin Skywalker. And then that's her.
Are you sure it's this brother? Because we do have two more.
Yes, it's you.
Oh, man, I don't remember this.
The good thing about Star Wars is that they do turn into Force ghosts if there are one with the Force.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Actually, it's never always been like that. I was watching Clone Wars, and turns out the first person to ever turn into a Force ghost was Qui-Gon. Actually, I was so confused when that happened. I was like, wait, what? Because I believe at the end of season 6 of Clone Wars, Qui-Gon comes to Yoda in a vision, and he's like, you need to turn into a Force ghost, and Yoda's like, what is that? And you get to see him go into a full-on adventure into becoming a Force ghost, actually.
Oh, wow.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I also heard. Well, actually, never mind. I need to stop talking.
No, it's all right.
Damn, I think we're gonna go through all the.
all the series.
We're about to
might as well just talk about 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, for real, bro.
No.
Yeah, I think she already knows the one that's already not even made yet.
That's
Next
it.
saga that's coming.
With Ryan Johnson. Yeah.
What's the
I didn't hear about that actually.
Ryan Johnson will be directing the next trilogy.
There's gonna be another one.
The one
Yeah,
who did the
there's a
Last
next
Jedi. The one
saga.
who did the Last Jedi.
The next saga.
Oh heck no, we're scared now.
Oh my God! Oh, we're
No.
down. Write that down.
No.
We gotta talk about the Last Jedi real quick. We're gonna write that down, please. Anyway, so.
So who's gonna write this down?
No. Please, sir. Anyway, was there anything else that did we not like about this movie? I mean,
The movie, the concept of the movie is really good because, you know, you get to understand more. It's just the only problem I had is that it felt rushed. But besides that, it was good. It was a good movie.
Okay, good.
I don't know about that robot. She seemed too human for me. Wasn't she in love with that dude?
That's a different movie. That's Solo.
Oh.
Oh my god. That's enough.
I'm sorry.
What is it? Another movie?
Bro, there's like 20 Star Wars
No,
movies,
that's
okay?
only 13. That's only 13.
Don't come at me. All right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You better be.
Maybe there's 12 actually. 12 or 13 movies.
Yeah, well, you see, I can't keep up with it. Bro, I'm old already. You gotta understand
It's
this.
It's all right.
Did you ever get to see any Star Wars movies in theaters? I never asked you this.
The Rise?
No, actually, no. Well, when I was a kid, we were too poor, you know, so
Oh.
you can put the violin in there.
Oh.
No, did you ever get to see the advertisements for them? Or
No, I didn't. But I know we probably did have hold on. Go for it. So back in 1990. Just kidding. Nah, but for
That's
real,
a menace.
I think there was a point where we did watch a lot of Star Wars. I don't remember because I was young, but I do remember we had a lot of stuff of Star Wars. And as a kid, I have pictures when I'm a kid, and we have blankets, and we have
Are you serious?
yeah.
Maybe it was the bootleg version.
What the heck?
No, it was original. The bootleg
La-
version.
la-
Wait,
Now,
who used to
That's
watch
not
this with you? Because I barely got Mom into Star Wars, and she seemed so confused. So
well, it wasn't her.
that's all like, what?
Nah, for real. Nah, I don't remember.
So who watched you?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was
Isn't that
probably, you know, she's seen it at the store and be like, oh, you know, life's cool, grab
Yeah,
it.
probably,
It's probably
I
like
don't know.
that.
That is true.
Yeah,
She does.
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I've had that too, where it's like I get something, or like I have something that I've never seen before, you know,
Yeah.
a movie or something.
Oh.
Yep. Well, yeah, I don't know. I just do remember that I had a lot of Star Wars stuff.
Do you remember any specific?
No, I don't. We'll talk about that later.
Tenía
Well-
la toalla de tanto.
Now let's talk about Baba.
Oh my gosh. Well, listen, I think, as far as this movie goes, I think the director did a great job.
Yes.
And as far as, although we don't get the famous music from, help me out, what's the music?
John Williams.
John
Hans
Williams.
Zimmer?
yes.
Oh.
No, not Hans Zimmer, no, Hans Zimmer.
There's
No,
a Star Wars dictionary.
Instead we get the music provided by Michael Giacano.
B.
I
Jordan?
believe His name? No. Michael G did a great job.
Yes.
Uh,
John
I-
Williams is top tier.
Oh yes, John Williams. Yes, he is amazing.
Yes, he really is.
Even if you don't like Star Wars Episode 1, 2, 3 up to 9, stop it back there, producer. You're making everybody laugh.
Whoa, I just
enough.
noticed that.
That's enough, producer. All right. John Williams in general. Oh my gosh, get there. John Williams in general. Like, even if you don't like, let's say, Episode 1, or if you don't like Episode 8, like, you can just sit there and hear that music.
Duel of Fates.
At least, that's at least the best thing about Star Wars. Even if you don't like Star Wars, the music is incredible.
Yes, it really
Yeah.
is.
I'll fall asleep to it.
But yeah.
Yeah, me too, bro. I put it on my Alexa.
Oh
Oh.
my goodness.
Yeah.
My favorite one that he's composed was the Across the Stars, Anakin and Padme's love theme. Oh, I love that song so
Yeah,
much.
that one
Oh.
knocks me out.
Oh my god. All right.
I also really like Ray's theme, even though I kind of don't fully like her as
That's
a
the one I listen
character.
to when I'm showering.
That one. That's good.
I like her theme.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh! All right, that's enough. Well, I mean, is there anything else that we're missing from the movie Rogue One?
I'm trying to think.
Anything else?
I mean, you guys could talk
Like to
about the
add?
credits. I mean,
No.
What's in the credits?
This is not like Marvel where there's something at the end,
Oh,
Mid-credit scene?
mid credits.
I mean, you guys talk about everything. That's why.
There's
Why don't we
no-
talk about the
There's none of
credits?
that. No, we're good.
One thing I do know is that the producer who did this also produced Endor.
Oh,
really?
So I'm assuming that we're going to be seeing some similarities for sure.
Yes.
Have you finished it yet, or are you still watching?
I'm still watching
Okay.
it,
Yeah,
but so far it's kind of a little bit boring.
it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yep, I'm struggling right now, but
Yes.
I'm sure it'll get better. It's gonna get better.
I did hear that Mon Mothma is also in it. You get to see her like kind of grow up.
Spoilers. Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's all right. It's okay. It's all right. All right. Well, I mean, did you have anything else to add about Rogue One, or
No,
are you
bro.
good?
Good movie.
Okay, sweet.
It was a
sweet.
good movie.
Well, looks like we're all on the same page if it's a good movie. But anyway, you know what we do before the end of every podcast. We give our ratings, right? We give our ratings, and our simple, this is how we do it around here. We do F to A+. We think C is just an average movie. So of course, anything better is going to be, greater. If F is just like terrible, worst movie ever, A+ is like you're saying like 10 out of 10. You're saying 5 out of 5 stars, basically. So yeah. Before we roll into those ratings, let's figure out what other people think. And before we do that, let's roll this ad.
Are you willing to start a podcast with your buddies?
Yes, sir.
Well, do I have the plug for you guys? Podbean, our distributor, is willing to give you the first month for free when you use the code podbean.com/ETFree1. And you'll get your own website, and in that website, you can distribute it to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so many other platforms. So go and get your buddies.
And do you have a small business that you're willing to promote?
Yes, sir.
Then Podbean Advertising has the perfect hookup for you. All you need to do is go to sponsorship.podbean.com/ETFree1, and they will give you hooked up for advertising for up to $100 free credit.
And we're back from that ad. Hopefully you plug your friends with that, and yeah.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. Changing it up a little bit. By the way, the fan score for Rogue One, IMDb says 7.8 out of 10. Oh, that's pretty good right there. I think that's pretty solid there. Yeah. Let's find out what Rotten Tomatoes thinks. The critic score is a 84% certified fresh tomato rating. Wow. That's pretty good right there. Certified fresh. Wow, that's great. And the audience with a whooping 87%. Are you proud of that? I know the producer over there. Wowzers, 87%.
87%.
You're getting me excited, bro.
Okay.
Man, I want to be producer. I mean, the host.
87% wowzers. Okay. Wow. Well, since you're our guests, would you like to give your rating and why?
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe like it's between like maybe like a B+ and A-. Like an A.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know. I really like the story. The characters are good. The writing's also really good, and the acting's amazing. So.
Oh, yes. I completely agree with you. Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah. Nice. All right. Oh, me?
Yeah, totally. I was thinking to both of you.
Oh, both of us. All right. Want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Sure. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Well, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, definitely a great treat for Star Wars fans. I think so. Although it's kind of hard to see, I did hear a lot of negative stuff too, but it's interesting to see. I you know how I always am. I like to see both perspectives on both sides of the spectrum. So I see somebody who thinks this movie's incredible, and then someone who hates the movie. So. But for me, I enjoyed this movie. Besides it being slow in the first hour, for some people it's going to be difficult to get through that first 30 minutes or even hour.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little difficult for them. But once they get past that hour, hold on, brother, you're in for a big ride here.
The visuals are amazing.
It's a roller coaster. Hey, this is how you do CGI correctly.
Yep.
This is how it's done. Mm-hmm. Except for Grand Moff Tarkin. He wasn't really good CGI. Yeah. But anyway, I think I'm going to give a Rogue One, not a perfect movie, but I'm going to give it an A-. Yeah. Okay. An A-. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, it's good. Okay. Not a masterpiece, but I liked it.
All right. Alrighty, Rogue One, huh? I'm gonna give it a whooping. I'm gonna give it a whooping B+. Yeah,
pretty solid. Yeah.
It's a solid movie. I mean, it's a great movie, to watch. When I watched it, it brought in good information, between 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Although this movie, I would agree, it's rushed, right? You can't connect with these characters as good as you could connect to, Anakin in the beginning or like somebody else, or yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, towards the end, I was not expecting, what was gonna happen. which I thought this movie gave it like a boost for me at the end. You know, when all of them died. But I say the battle was good at the end, and I think the best part of the movie, though, honestly, the last part. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Good. That's nice.
Can I rate the 10 minutes or so?
yeah, go for it, bro.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
But what are your final thoughts on the movie, though? Like, what do you think is like good, and what do you think is bad so far?
Boy.
I haven't seen it, so I can't.
But I mean, like, what have you seen so far? Like,
No, I only saw like the first 10 minutes. I can't even. I mean, I can't. I fell asleep on it, so how can I even say anything?
Oh.
I give it a whooping.
well, from what you heard, do you think you would like it?
I don't know. I don't know because, like, for example,
It's the ending, bro. It's the ending.
Yeah.
For example, I
it's the
heard one
battles.
person, and that person told me he loved it. That it was one of the best Star Wars movies.
Oh.
Who told you that?
really?
Joshua, remember we were.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
he
yeah,
said
yeah.
That his favorite was and you know, so I can't really say. I can't say on mine because I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, I was just messing around. I didn't think this was gonna go that long.
But do you remember, if you liked it or not from the first time you watched it?
He just said he fell asleep to that.
Bro, I don't even remember.
I don't think you
remember
should,
watching this movie. I haven't seen this movie in a long time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, all the new movies I haven't seen them. Like I have, but it was a
The
while back.
sequels.
It's like when it came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
When
Yeah.
when did this come out?
2016.
Oh, really?
Force
Yeah,
Awakens
yeah.
came out like in 2016,
2015. 2015.
Oh, that's the one we went to go see at the movie theater.
The Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. Everyone
Yeah,
saw
I
that.
don't know. I don't remember.
No, I don't see that.
Everyone saw that one,
2016,
I
I was
think.
already over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that means I did go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to go see it.
I
yeah.
didn't see it in theaters.
Ooh. Okay. That's all right.
So which one was the one we just seen?
The Rise of Skywalker. Episode 9, right? In the theater?
Yeah.
Or
How
the one
many
we
times
just-
have you went to the theater to see Star Wars? 2.
I think it's just the Rise of Skywalker, right? Didn't
It's
everyone
it-
go
The
see
one
It's
it?
with
the
Babu
last one.
Freak.
Bubble. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the one.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's the
only
Rise
one
of
I've seen
Skywalker.
in the
Yeah.
theaters.
I haven't seen any Star Wars in theaters. I
Ooh.
really want to.
Don't worry, I'll buy us a theater. Now
Thank
that
you.
I got a new job and everything.
Maybe they might bring it back to the theater. 'Cause every once in a while they'll
Yes.
do something like
yeah,
that.
I've always like seen that. I was gonna go see Rogue One, but nobody wanted to take me.
Oh man, they're messed up.
Yes.
Okay, that's all right. That's okay. Well, I think that's about it. Yeah, we gave our ratings. We're all good, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Sweet,
good.
sweet.
Hopefully.
Something like that. Well, guys, thank you so much for hearing or watching the Entertainology Podcast. If you're hearing on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, why don't you leave a 5-star rating? That would be incredibly helpful. We really appreciate that. Yep, that's okay. And yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, subscribe to YouTube. Comment down below what you thought about this movie. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let us know.
Put your 5 cents.
Yeah, please. Yep. Of course, we all thought it was pretty good. So, yeah,
Yes.
pretty nice. All right. Well, Alejandra, thank you so much for joining us on the Entertainology Podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yes,
Thank you for
absolutely.
carrying Gabe.
That's a joke.
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
and giving me a lot of knowledge.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
yes. Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm full of Star Wars knowledge.
He was taking notes.
Bad.
I saw.
If I got a question, I know who to go to.
There
Yes,
we go.
Not
everybody
not
always
this fool.
knows
Hey,
that.
gotta go
oh
to you.
my gosh.
Yes,
probably.
I actually introduced my other brother into Star Wars, and now he's also obsessed with it just as much as
Oh,
I
that's
am.
great. That's great.
Good. I'll have
Yes,
some questions for
Robert, shout out to you.
Oh, he'll be watching. He'll be watching for sure.
Yes, he better be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, Robert?
Yeah. He's there. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much again. We really appreciate you. Before we head on out of here, let's do a little. Actually, yeah. You did incredible job. We can't wait to have you again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
Okay.
did it. Maybe we'll do another Star Wars together. I'm sure you'll like
Or
that.
maybe the
Yes.
rest. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we will see. Taking the producer's position. I see.
What?
Okay. He's lost. All
You
right.
guys really want to know? I got to use the restroom.
What?
boys.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Gotta
Me
close it
too.
up, boys.
Yeah, we're closing it up right now, brother. Don't
Yep.
worry about it. All right, guys. Well, how about a little peace out on one? We'll say a little
Okay.
peace out on one.
Peace out.
Sound good?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Ready, guys? 3, 2, 1. Peace That's a joke.